Hello, everyone.
Hey, Bree.
Hi, it's so good to see you guys. Hi, Marguerite. How are you guys holding up today? Doing
Pretty
good?
good. How are you?
Good, good. It's so sunny outside, so I'm a happy camper when it's nice and sunny.
Yeah, finally. At least the wind has calmed down a little bit too.
Yeah,
So,
it was bad this
yeah.
morning. I thought it was going to be like a gloomy day, and then
Yeah.
the sun came out, so I was like, yay, happy. Um, We'll start here in about 2 minutes. I'm not sure if you guys saw this class got moved to a 45-minute class. So I'm really going to kind of focus on not talking so much at the beginning so we can get as much yoga in through the day. I think Andrea and Katie were kind of thinking the shorter classes would kind of help attendance and hopefully bring some people in with their busy, crazy schedules. So we'll see.
Okay.
That's kind of my thought. That was my thinking is, okay, if I try and cut down on my talking, we can still do the same amount of yoga.
Speed yoga.
Right? Speed yoga. That's the Vinyasa, right? I mean, most of my classes, I'm like, all right, let's go. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So I just wanted to give you ladies a heads up of kind of what their thoughts were and yeah, get that going. I'm not sure. Let's see if I'll pull up Mind Body and see if anyone else has checked in. Let's see, where'd it go? If not, we can get started. Just the two of you. Perfect. All right. Let's start then. Oh, as it exactly turns 4 o'clock. All right, let's just start in a comfortable seat. Eyes can begin to gently soften, come to a close. Really root your sit bones deep into the earth. Elongate your spine. Send your crown towards the sky. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, maybe shrugging your shoulders or in your jaw. Maybe that area between your eyebrows. Just work on surrendering, letting go in those areas where you may hold on. Coming into your breath, feeling the natural rise and fall of your belly. Just take a few moments to tune in, listen, witness, learn. Maybe allowing your exhales to begin to become a bit longer than your inhales, allowing us to ground deeper into our practice. And then gently, when you're ready, come into your yogi breath, maybe ujjayi or samariti. Ujjayi being a soft constriction of the back of your throat. Imagine fogging a mirror or making the sound of the ocean, that sound. Samariti, equal count breath, counting to 4 or 5 on your inhale and the same on your exhale. And then just take a few moments to witness this breathing. How does it show up today for you? When you're ready to make some movement, eyes can stay closed. We're just going to begin to roll our body into circles. Shifting our weight. Whichever direction you choose to go first, we'll go in both. You can make the circles as big or as small as you'd like. 2 more breaths here. And then begin to turn your circles in the opposite direction. Maybe this side feels a little bit different, a little bit harder or easier. Well, that's okay. It can be as fast or as slow. Two more breaths. And gently make your way back to seated in central. On your next inhale, begin to pull your knees up, planting the bottom of your feet onto the earth. Wrap your arms around your leg and begin to gently make your way onto your back, rocking and rolling to massage. Again, you can make these movements as big or as small as you'd like. Two more breaths. And then gently make your way onto your back. Coming into bridge, plant the soles of your feet onto the earth. And then your heels about 2 inches away from your sit bones. Maybe your fingers can touch. Maybe it's just nice and close. Roll your shoulder blades underneath your heart space. And then on your next inhale, press your feet into the earth. Raise your hips up towards the sky. Option to intertwine your fingers underneath your sit bones. Sending your heart toward the heavens. Focus on your breath, squeezing your inner thighs together like maybe a pretend block is there. One more breath. Send your hips a bit higher if you can. Exhale, gently release your hands, lower your sit bones, pull your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around them one more time, and begin that rocking back and forth motion again. We're gonna build enough momentum to come up onto our feet, so as many as it takes to get there. And then when you do rise to Tadasana, root all 4 corners of your feet into the earth. Arms reach up overhead. 4 corners of your feet into the earth. Eyes can gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Option to hang heavy here. Knees can be bent as much as they need. Option to grab opposite elbows, sway back and forth. Notice what it feels like to be upside down today. And if you feel comfortable, release your neck. Maybe gazing towards the back of the room, or maybe closing your eyes altogether. On your next inhale, begin to rise, Tadasana. Coming into half crescent, drop your right arm down to your side, left arm reaches up and overhead. Getting a nice side body stretch. Coming back into your breath. Two more breaths here. Inhale, come back to center, right arm reaches up. Exhale, circle your arms down behind you, intertwine them towards your back, pull your knuckles towards the earth, heart towards the sky. Making a nice spine. Exhale, forward fold with the bind, hinging at your hips. Again, knees can be bent as much as they need. Exhale, gently release the bind. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate your spine, send your crown towards the front of your room and the sit bones towards the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, Tadasana. Maybe your gaze follows your thumbs. Exhale, drop your left arm half crescent on this side. Elongating your side body. Reach your right fingers towards the side of the room. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, circle your arms down, intertwine your fingers, opposite direction, putting opposite thumb on top this time. Pull your knuckles towards the earth, heart towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Focusing on keeping your palms here, even if it doesn't allow your shoulders to open up as much. Gently release your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, gently come down into a tabletop. On your next inhale, shift forward. Begin to lower your belly all the way down to the earth. Inhale, cobra, baby back bend, rooting the tops of your feet into the earth. Hips sink deep into it. Engage your legs so your knees raise up. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Send your hips back to child's pose. Knees can be together or spread apart, whatever feels good. Keep your toes tucked here. We're going to start moving with our breath. On your next inhale, poof the back of your back up towards the sky, and then begin to lower all the way back to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, think cat pose here with your back. Make your way all the way onto your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. On your next inhale, come into a tabletop, stacking shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, hips over knees. On your next inhale, begin to hover your knees up off the earth, coming into hovering tabletop. Your toes can be tucked or the tops of your feet can be on the earth, whatever feels good. Pull into your midline, into your core, heating up here. Exhale, down dog. Send your hips up and back. First one up, class spread wide between your fingers. Maybe bring in some movement. Send your heart space towards your thighs. And your sit bones up towards the back of the room. Coming back into your breath. Moving here with our breath. Come into stillness first. Take a big inhale and then exhale, coming back into our hovering tabletop. Bend your knees, hover them up off the earth about an inch or so. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, hovering tabletop. Exhale, down dog, sending your hips up and back. One more time. Inhale, shift forward, hovering tabletop. Exhale, lead with your hips, down dog. 2 breaths here in down dog. On your next inhale, right leg reaches up and back. 3-legged dog, spread wide between your fingers. Equal weight press in both palms. Option to bend your knee, stack your hip. Opening up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch forward, engage your core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Then when you're ready, plant your right foot down next to right palm, coming into crescent lunge. Engage your core, arms reach up overhead. Knee socks over ankle, back heel remains up off the mat. Notice if you can feel this left hip flexor. Coming into eagle arms. Left arm reaches around underneath right arm. You can connect at the palms or reach back and hold on to your shoulders, whatever feels good. And then maybe bring in a baby back bend here. Gazing towards the sky. Using our momentum. If you brought that baby back in, come into center. And then inhale, coming into full eagle. Press up off that left foot. Bring it towards your chest first, and then begin to cross over your right knee. Begin to gently sit your hips back, squeezing your inner thighs together. Focus on a drishti, a small spot on the earth that doesn't move. Pull into your core. One more breath. Inhale, begin to rise. Keeping your eagle arms first. Gently touch your toes back towards the back of your mat. Coming back into our crescent lunge. Unwind your arms. Reach up overhead. Exhale, reverse warrior. Plant your back heel. Right arm reaches up and over. Elongate your side body. Re-engage the bend in your front knee, stacking your over your ankle. Leading with this right arm, we're going to begin to circle around to wide-legged forward fold. Toes pointed slightly in, heels slightly out, hinge at your hips. Begin to hang heavy. Knees again can be bent as much as you need here to spread your sit bones towards the back of the room. Again, maybe play with your gaze, closing your eyes. One more breath here. On your next inhale, plant your hands if they weren't already. And then we're going to begin to walk them away from our mat, coming into a wide-legged down dog. Noticing this shift, maybe your heels raise up off the mat. Again, press your fingers into the earth. And send your heart towards your thighs, towards the middle of your thighs. On your next inhale, begin to walk your hands back to that wide-legged forward fold, feeling your heels plant. Take a moment here to maybe deepen your stretch. On your next inhale, begin to walk yourself back towards the front of your mat. And then on your next inhale, circle your arms up, coming into a five-pointed star. Exhale, goddess, bend your knees, stack over ankles. Maybe find some wiggles here back and forth. And then bring in some stillness. Hands can come to heart center, or they can be cactus to send your heart towards the sky. Exhale, sit a bit deeper if you can. On your next inhale, begin to raise your right heel up off the earth. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, begin to raise your left heel up off the earth. Exhale, slowly lower. Maybe shifting back and forth through these. Or if you'd like the extra challenge, on your next inhale, begin to work with raising both heels. Sitting deep into your hips. One more breath. Exhale, lower your heels. Inhale, begin to rise, five-pointed star. Shift back towards the front of your mat. Maybe adjust your feet if you need to. Exhale, pyramid pose. Keeping a micro bend in your front knee. Energetically pull your left hip forward, right hip back, and then fold over your right thigh. Bringing forehead towards knee or knee towards forehead. If the earth feels far away today, maybe grab onto some blocks or books. Or if you'd like to go deeper into the stretch, you can work on raising your right toes. Of course, always the option to shorten or widen your stance as well. On your next inhale, begin to bend your right knee, coming into just three-legged dog. Send it up and back. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here in down dog. Connecting back to breath. Notice how your heart may be feeling faster. On your next inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Finding this posture first, and then exhale, begin to open your hips. If you did so on the other side, bend your knee. Send your heel towards your glute. Inhale, come back to center, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch forward, engage your core. Pause, and then send it right back up. Exhale, knee to nose, pause, and then plant your left foot down next to left palm, coming into crescent lunge. Inhale, rise, arms reach overhead, strong core here, re-engage the bend in your front knee. Focus on this right hip flexor. Two breaths here. Sit a bit deeper if you can. Coming into our eagle arms, right arm reaches under and around left arm. Notice how this may feel a bit different. Inhale to bring in our baby back bend. Exhale, come back to center. Using our momentum, full eagle, press up off your back foot. Bring our knee into our chest first, and then begin to wrap it around your left leg. Squeezing your inner thighs together. You can also option to bring in your elbows towards knees. Focusing on a drishti. And if you tumble or fall, no, that's okay. Only kind words spoken. Being exactly okay with how we show up today. One more breath. Inhale, begin to unwind, bringing that knee up towards our chest, keeping our eagle arms, gently step back, crescent lunge. Exhale, unwind, arms reach up overhead, sit deep into our crescent lunge just for a breath. Back heel plants, reverse warrior. Left arm reaches up overhead towards the back of your room, elongate your side body. Left arm leads this time, circle around, wide-legged forward fold. Option to play here, maybe grabbing your ankles, maybe holding yourself in a hug to feel heavy. Two more breaths here to take whichever variation feels good. On your next inhale, halfway lift, and then begin to walk your palms away from your body, coming into a wide-legged down dog. Noticing the difference between this and our wide-legged forward fold. How does that feel in your body today? Inhale, begin to walk your palms back. Here for a breath and wide-legged forward fold. Notice if you can get a bit deeper. On your next inhale, begin to walk yourself back towards the front of your mat for a runner's lunge. And then inhale, press up, cartwheel your arms, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Again, finding some wiggles first. Option to play here. Raising one leg, or one heel, and then the other. An option to raise both. Sitting a bit deeper if you can. Inhale, plant your heels, 5-pointed star. Exhale, setting up for pyramid. Shift yourself back towards the front of your mat. Micro bend in your front knee. Exhale, forward fold. Bending over your left leg. Energetically pulling your right hip forward, left hip back. Even if they don't shift very much, notice that difference. Plant your hands if they aren't already. Gently bend into your left leg, three-legged dog. Send your left leg up and back. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. In down dog. On your next inhale, right leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. Playing a little bit here, coming into a two-legged down dog. On your next inhale, gently maybe lift your left arm. Maybe today they come into just a teepee. Maybe bringing left arm back towards left ankle. Focus on the floor, just a second to play. Have fun with it. If you fall or tumble, just come back in, try it again. And then exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. And then again, maybe teepee your right fingers. Maybe allow them to come up off the earth for a second. Or maybe play with your right fingers reaching back towards your right ankle. 2 more breaths here. Know if you tumble or your toes tap down, you can try again. And then when you're ready, come back into down dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. On your next inhale, right leg reaches up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch forward, pause for the breath. Inhale, send it right back up. Exhale, lizard, planting right foot next to right palm. Option to come down onto back knee for just a moment. Two more breaths to find your posture, your variation here. Knowing it doesn't matter what it looks like, but what it feels like in your body today. On your next inhale, begin to tuck your back toes, coming back into that active lizard. And then inhale, open your heart towards the front of the room. Notice that difference within your legs. And then exhale, plant your back heel. Bring chin to chest, round forward. 2 more times. Inhale, back knee lifts. Heart opens up. Exhale, back knee lowers. Chin to chest, round your spine. 1 more time. Inhale, strong, active legs. Heart shifts forward. Exhale, drop your back knee, chin to chest. On your next inhale, come back into that active lizard. Toe heel your foot towards the center of your mat for a runner's lunge. And then on your next inhale, use your momentum. Press up so your left knee comes towards your chest. Again, moving with our breath. Exhale, warrior 3. Airplane your arms towards the back of the room. Stamp your foot back like you're placing a big footprint. Then send your heart towards the earth. Inhale, gently pull your knee back into your chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Airplane your arms back, send your heart forward. 1 more time. Moving with each breath. Know that your toes can tap down at any time. Exhale, warrior 3. On your next inhale, tap your toes back towards the back of your mat. Crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and go through your own vinyasa. whatever that may look like or feel like today. We'll meet in down dog. Two breaths here in down dog. On your next inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch forward, pause. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, pause, and plant your left foot on the outside of your left palm. Coming into lizard, take 2 breaths here to find your variation. Maybe coming down to forearms, maybe taking a quick bind. On your next inhale, come back to center, active lizard. Back heel remains up off the mat. Back knee is up, strong engaged legs here. Inhale, send your heart forward, dipping your hips down a bit. Exhale, plant your back knee around your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, back knee comes up, open your heart. Exhale, lower your back knee, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, come back to center. Strong active lizard. Toe heel your foot to the center of your mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale, come into that knee to chest. Press up off your back foot. Pull your right knee in. Strong, steady foundation here. And then exhale, warrior 3. Back heel towards the back of your mat. Heart towards the earth. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, warrior 3. One more time at your own pace. And then exhale, gently tap your toes down to the earth. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, plant your arms. Step back to plank and go through your own vinyasa. Meeting in down dog, Adho Mukha, 2 breaths here. We'll go through that small sequence one more time before cool down. Moving a bit faster here with our breaths. Inhale, right leg reaches up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant your right foot down, lizard. Inhale, send your heart forward. Back knee is up off the mat. Exhale, plant your back knee, chin to chest, round your spine. Inhale, active lizard, send your heart forward. Exhale, lower, chin to chest. One more time, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, active lizard, toe heel your foot into the center of our mat. Runner's lunge. Get ready, use your momentum, press up off that back foot, right knee to chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, warrior 3, one more time. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Gently step down. Engage that bend in your front knee, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank, go through your connecting vinyasa. Moving through cobra, up dog, shifting back into child's pose, whatever feels good. Two breaths. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant your foot, lizard. Inhale, send your heart space forward. Exhale, lower your back knee. Round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, send your heart forward. Exhale, chin to chest. One more time at your own pace. Inhale, come back to an active running lizard. Toe heel your foot into the center of your mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale, bring your right knee to chest. Know you can tap down your toes at any time. Exhale, warrior three, airplane your arms back. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, warrior three. Gently tap your toes towards the back of your mat. Engage your knees. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank and go through your vinyasa. Two breaths here in down dog. On your next inhale, bring your heels up off the mat. So you're coming onto your tippy toes in down dog. And then begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Trying to keep your heels up off the mat. If your knees need to bend, that's okay. Coming into a tiptoe forward fold. And then exhale, gently begin to sit your sit bones back towards your heels. Two more times. Inhale, keeping your heels up off the mat. Raise your sit bones towards the sky. Exhale, slowly, nice and gently, begin to sit your sit bones onto your heels. Inhale, send your sit bones nice and high towards the sky. Last time. Exhale, gently sit back onto your heels. Option to stay here for just a breath, maybe wrapping your arms around your knees, coming into a toe stand. And then exhale, gently make your way into tabletop. Plant your knees down. Stacking shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. And then we're gonna come into a cow face or Gomukhasana. So the easiest way for me at least is to get here from here. And then you'll take your right foot, cross it over your left. And then so then your heels or your toes are a little bit off your mat. And then you can make your way back to sitting on top of your sit bones. Coming here, you want your knees to be nice and crossed, both sit bones rooted towards the earth, heels kind of next to your hips. Coming into your breath. And then option to take a step further. Left arm reaches up towards the sky and then comes to the planting your palm onto the middle of your back. And then your other arm can reach back to hook fingers, or if you have a strap or a belt, you can use that as well. Two more breaths here. Sending your heart towards the heavens a little bit more if you can. Exhale, gently release your arms and then take your palms and bring them towards your knees on top of each other and then gently press your thighs together. On your next inhale, gently come out, uncrossing your legs. Maybe give them a shake or two. And then make your way back to tabletop if you liked getting it in that way. Moving left leg crosses over the top of right this time. And then gently walk your palms back, sitting towards your sit bones. Notice if this side feels a bit different. First, making those adjustments. Send your heart towards the heaven again. Then inhale, right arm can reach up, bend at the elbow and place it on the center of your back. And then taking left arm to intertwine fingers. If you're doing this, gently just press your head back into your arm. We don't necessarily want to be looking down. We want a nice neutral neck. Two more breaths here. Gently release without slingshotting, and then bring your palms to the relative thighs. Just a gentle press to compress a bit more. And then exhale, gently release, uncross your legs. Maybe give them a shake or two. Coming into boat pose, scoot your sit bones up towards your heels, elongate your spine, roll back onto your sit bones. Option to place your palms underneath or on the back of your thighs or next to your sides. And then possibly raising your feet up off the earth, engage your core. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, begin to lower your back towards the earth. Slowly straightening out, like you're melting through honey. And then release, give a big surrender. On your next inhale, happy baby. Knees bend, soles of the feet come towards the earth. Option to rock and roll. Just 2 short breaths here. On your next inhale, keeping your right side in happy baby. Exhale, gently release your left leg so your left leg comes down to the earth, nice and straight outside of your body. If this feels good, stay here, or option to go even deeper into this stretch. You can bend your left knee into a half Supta Baddha Konasana, a half butterfly. If this feels too much, you can gently go back to the straightened leg or all the way back to child's pose on both sides. Keeping both shoulders rooted to the earth. 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, gently straighten your left leg out first if it was in that Supta Baddha Konasana. And then exhale, bring it back up to child's pose. We'll do 2 breaths here in full happy baby. Sorry, not child's pose. On your next inhale, if you did so on the other side, take your right leg, gently release it, sending your right leg out, straight in front of you. Still keeping your left leg in this half happy baby. And then if you'd like to try taking it a bit further on this side to notice how it feels, you can bend your knee, open your hip to that half Supta Baddha Konasana, half butterfly. Half happy baby on our left and half butterfly on our right. Keeping both shoulders rooted towards the earth. And if they haven't already, maybe gently release and close your eyes, coming back into your breath. Coming back into any intentions or mantras that you set for today's practice. On your next inhale, gently pull your right leg back up to that happy baby. And then release, pull your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around them, give yourself a big hug. Thank you for showing up today. Taking about a minute or 2 for any additional postures your body may be calling for. Maybe it's another bridge, a twist, A full Supta Baddha Konasana, where the soles of your feet come together. If you've lost your Ujjayi breath or Samariti, bring it back. Begin again. Taking as much time as you need. We'll gently make our way into Savasana, the most important posture of our practice. I won't keep you here very long, so you're welcome to turn off the computer now and stay here for as long as you like. Allowing your hips and your feet to open and surrender, releasing onto any tension that you were holding on to. Begin to melt. If you're ready to reawaken for the rest of your evening, begin small by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Moving that movement into your wrists and your ankles. Then maybe a full body stretch, sending arms overhead. Rolling onto one of our sides in a fetal posture. And then gently making your way into a comfortable seat. Eyes can remain closed or at a soft gaze. We'll bring our palms together, firmly pressing them. Bring your thumbs towards your third eye. A big breath here. May you always be open for wonder, curiosity, and adventure. Bring your thumbs to your lips. A big breath here. May you always find the courage to speak the truth, even if your voice shakes. Bring your thumbs to your heart space, feeling the crevice that lies there. Press them deep in there. A big breath here. May you do all things guided by love. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. The light in me honors the light, love, peace, and beauty within each of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Miss Becky. Thank you, Marguerite. Miss you both. I'm sending you both air hugs. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you, Bree. Have a great weekend.
Marguerite, you too.